America, the world's most powerful nation today. But what if I told you its rise wasn't just built on freedom, but also on struggle, secrets, and sacrifices that most people never talk about? To understand the truth, we have to go back, way back, to a time before America even existed. Long before cities, skyscrapers, and technology, this land belonged to Native American tribes. For thousands of years, they lived in harmony with nature, building cultures, traditions, and civilizations deeply connected to the land. Then, everything changed. In the early 1600s, European explorers arrived. They didn't just come to explore, they came to claim. In 1607, Jamestown was established. It was the first permanent English colony in North America. But survival wasn't easy. Disease spread rapidly, food was scarce, and conflict with native tribes made life brutal. Many settlers didn't survive, but those who did had one goal: expansion. More colonies were formed, more land was taken, and slowly, a new society began to rise. But there was a cost. As the colonies grew, so did tensions, not just with Native Americans, but with the British Empire itself. Taxes increased, control tightened, and the colonists had no say. This wasn't freedom, this was control. And eventually, people had enough. A dangerous idea began to spread: independence. But this wasn't just a political decision. It was a risk that could cost them everything, because standing against the British Empire meant war. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed. It was a bold move, one that declared freedom, but also guaranteed conflict, because if they failed, they would be executed. The American Revolution began. It wasn't an easy fight. The British were stronger, better equipped, and far more experienced. But the colonies had something else: belief, hope, and a reason to fight. After years of war, something unexpected happened. They won. America was born, a nation built on freedom, rights, and opportunity. But here's the part most people don't talk about. Freedom wasn't for everyone. While the nation celebrated independence, millions of people were still living in chains. Slavery had already taken deep root in American society, and it would soon become one of the darkest chapters in its history. As America expanded westward, land was taken, native tribes were displaced, and the divide between North and South grew deeper. Two different systems, two different beliefs, one nation, heading toward a breaking point, and that breaking point was coming fast. By 1861, the tension could no longer be controlled. The Civil War began. It was one of the bloodiest conflicts in American history. Brother fought against brother. Families were torn apart, and the country stood on the edge of collapse. For 4 long years, war consumed the nation. Cities were destroyed. Millions of lives were changed forever, and the future of America was uncertain. But in the end, the Union was preserved, slavery was abolished, and America took a step forward. But the scars of war never truly disappeared. As the years passed, America began to rebuild. The late 1800s and early 1900s marked a new era. Industry exploded. Railroads connected the country. Factories grew. Cities expanded. America was transforming faster than ever before. Immigrants arrived from all over the world, chasing the dream of a better life. And for many, America became a land of opportunity. But behind the growth, challenges still remained. Inequality, racism, struggle, and yet, the country kept moving forward. Then came the World Wars. During World War I, and even more during World War II, America stepped onto the global stage like never before. Its power, influence, and military strength grew rapidly. And after World War II, everything changed. America didn't just recover. America dominated. It became a global superpower, leading in economy, military, and innovation. And then came one of the most iconic moments in human history, the moon landing. For the first time ever, humans walked on the moon. It wasn't just a victory for America. It was a statement that nothing was impossible. From there, America continued to grow. Technology advanced, the digital age began, and the country became a leader in innovation and global influence. But even today, the story of America is still complex, a mix of success, struggle, and constant change. Because behind the power, there are still challenges, and behind the history, there are still stories untold. From a land of tribes to a global superpower, America's journey is not just about success. It's about resilience, it's about ambition, and it's about the price of becoming powerful. Because history isn't perfect, but it shapes the world we live in today, and the story is still being written.